Here's Maddie. She's our friend and our client from the Houston area.
I went to my daughter's financial advisor, Chad Castle. Went to Chad Castle because my husband passed away. He did everything for the past 52 years of our lives. And so I had to start on my own to know what to do with the money that I have. I didn't have a lot of money, but I wanted to manage that well. I had a thought one day. I thought to myself, my house is my greatest asset. So what does that mean? I had no answer. I had no clue what the answer might be until I went to see the financial advisor. And as I explained to him the resources that I had, what my goals and my desires were, he listened very carefully. And then after I completed it, he said to me, "Have you ever thought about a reverse mortgage?" And I said, "No." The only thing I knew about a reverse mortgage are the commercials I had seen on television. I had also heard some financial advisors a long time ago on the radio tell how awful it was and all of the pitfalls and why you shouldn't do it. So those are the two things I knew about reverse mortgage. But here's this gentleman saying to me, "You should think about a reverse mortgage." He said, "I advised my mother to do it and it worked well for her." And he said, "Would you consider it?" And I said, "Yes." And I said, "Yes," because this was a person that my daughter and my son-in-law trusted. So I trusted him. And he said, "Okay." He says, "I'm going to make a phone call and we'll begin to talk about that." So here I am. He recommended Ken Hawthorne to me. And he said that it was a person that he had worked with previously. "You were highly recommended by him." And he said to me, "Just talk to them and see how it sounds to you, if it's something that you think you might want to do." But I immediately followed through to make the connection, to begin the process. It is quite a journey. I learned a lot about myself because as I moved through the process, I learned about the things that I had done well and the things that I had not done well. And the thing is that the things that I had not done well is giving me the opportunity to correct it. And so I really appreciated that. I was really excited about having the opportunity, because that's what I wanted ultimately, was to have my business affairs in good order. And so as you asked me questions, as you explained things to me, then I began to get a good picture of where I was. And that I could make some positive changes. But I realized that I was with a company that I could trust. And the reason I said that was because of the recommendation that I got. And as I think maybe I had talked to you 3 or 4 times by then. And so you explained the process to me. It was clear. I could understand what was expected of me. And so I just had a feeling, and of course I prayed about it, and I just felt like I was in the right place. So it's very important because there's a lot of information to know about and to understand, and you can't understand it all, but you have to trust that someone else does and that they're telling you the truth. Yeah. And as the process went on, I became more and more informed. Weekly I was learning something that I didn't know before. I was understanding something that I hadn't understood before. And so I just went along with what I was learning and prayed about what I was learning. And I developed a trust that you were telling me what I needed to know. Mm-hmm.
K2 Financial, powered by OC Home Loans, NMLS number 1842513. K2 Financial, the Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.